Walhaz is a reconstructed Proto-Germanic word, meaning foreigner, stranger, Roman, Romance speaker, or Celtic speaker. The term was used by the ancient Germanic peoples to describe inhabitants of the former Western Roman Empire, who were largely Romanized and spoke Latin or Celtic languages. The adjectival form is attested in Old Norse valskr, meaning French, Old High German walhisk, meaning romance, Modern German Welsh, used in Switzerland and South Tyrol for Romance speakers, Dutch Waals, Walloon, Old English Welsh, wælisċ, wælisċ, meaning Romano-British, and Modern English Welsh. The form of these words imply that they are descended from a Proto-Germanic form *walhiska. It is attested in the Roman Iron Age Tuco-Bracteate inscription as Wararkan, Roman, Gallic grain, apparently a kenning for gold. From *Walhaz to Welsh, *Walhaz is almost certainly derived from the name of the tribe which was known to the Romans as Volcae and to the Greeks as Omicron Lambda Kappa Alpha Iota Wokai. This tribe occupied territory neighboring that of the Germanic people and seem to have been referred to by the Old Germanic name *Walhaz. It is assumed that this term specifically referred to the Celtic Volcae, because application of the first Germanic sound shift to that word produces the form *walh. Subsequently, this term *Walhaz was applied rather indiscriminately to the southern neighbors of the Germanic people, as evidenced in geographic names such as Walchgau and Walchensee in Bavaria. These southern neighbors, however, were then already completely Romanized. Thus, Germanic speakers generalized this name first to all Celts, and later to all Romans. Old High German walh became Welsh in Middle High German, and the adjective ohg wisk became mhg Welsh e.g. in the Romance of Alexander by Rudolf van Ems, resulting in Welsh in early New High German and Modern German as the exonym for all Romance speakers. Today, Welsh is not in standard German usage except in Switzerland. This term is used there not only in a historical context, but also as a somewhat pejorative word to describe Swiss speakers of Italian and French. From *Walhaz to Dbachmann. In Central and Eastern Europe, the word for Romanic people was borrowed from the Germanic Goths into Proto-Slavic sometime before the 7th century. The first source using the word was the writings of Byzantine historian Cadrenus, from the mid-11th century. From the Slavs the term passed to other peoples, such as the Hungarians, Turks and Byzantines, and was used for all Latin people of the Balkans. Over time, the term vlach also acquired different meanings. Ottoman Turks in the Balkans commonly used the term to denote native Balkan Christians, and locals used the term to denote shepherd, from the occupation of many of the Vlachs throughout Central and Eastern Europe. The Polish words wloch, Italian, and wloki, Italy, and the Slovenian la, a mildly derogatory word for Italian, can also be mentioned. Toponyms and exonyms. Numerous names of non-Germanic, and in particular Romance-speaking, European and Near Asian regions derive from the word walh. In particular the exonyms Wallachia and Vlachs, Romanians. Consider the following terms historically present in several Central and Eastern European and other neighboring languages. In Polish, wloki, the name of Italy, and walik, referring to Vlachs and historically Romanians. In Hungarian, Ola, referring to Romanians, Vlachok, referring to Romanians, Vlachs, generally Olash, referring to Italians. In Serbo-Croatian and Bulgarian, Vlah to Romanians or other Romanian Vlach subgroup. Also in Vlasic, the mountain in Bosnia named after Vlach shepherds that inhabited it. In Ukrainian, Volo, to Romanians; in Russian, Vala, Valak, to Romanians; in Greek, Vlach, Vlaki, to Romanians or other Romanian Vlach subgroup. In German, Vlachen or Warlachen, to Romanians of other Romanian Vlach subgroups. Walik, the Romanian horse, i.e. a horse that has been gelded, as the Romanians gelded the war horses for practical reasons. In Czech and Slovak, the Valak, to Romanians, to the Slavic-speaking descendants inhabiting Moravian Wallachia, a gelded horse. In Turkish, Eflak, to Wallachia, and Ulala, to Romanians or other Romanian Vlach subgroup. In Slovene, Laski, archaic name referring to Italians, it is also the name of several settlements in Slovenia, like Lasko near Celje, or Laskia Ovt near Bure. Lasko is also the Old Slovene name for the area around Monfalcone and Ronchi in Italy, on the border with Slovenia. These names are linked to the presence of larger nuclei of Romance-speaking populations at the time where the Slavs settled the area in the 6th century. In Western European languages, in English Wales, Welsh, Cornwall, the names of many towns and villages throughout the north and west of England, such as Wallston in West Yorkshire and Wallasey, near Liverpool. In English usage, the words Gaul and Gaulish are used synonymously with Latin Gallia, Gallus and Gallicus. However, the similarity of the names is probably coincidental. The English words are borrowed from French Gaul and Gaulois, which appear to have been borrowed themselves from Wala. Germanic W is regularly rendered with French gupogram, and the diphthong O is the regular outcome of L before a following consonant. Gaul can hardly be derived from a Latin Gallia, since G would become J before A, so the regular outcome of Latin Gallia would have been *J in French. This also applies to the French name for Wales, which is Le Pays de Gauls. Waldage or Waldage was the pre-Victorian name of Avebury Stone Circle, in Avebury, Wiltshire. Walnut, from Old English warnutu meaning Roman nut, as it was introduced from Gallia and Italy. Galwalas, Old English name for people of Gaul, France. Numerous attestations in German, in village names ending in Walken, such as Straßwalken or Seewalken, mostly located in the Salzkammergut region and indicating Roman settlement. The name of the German village Wallstadt, today a part of the city of Mannheim, originates from the Germanic walhiska, in German Welsh or Walsh, outdated for Romanic, and still in use in Swiss Standard German for Romans. In numerous place names, for instance Walensee and Wallenstadt, as well as Welshburn and Welsh Tyrol, also in Welsh Billig, in the Moselle Valley, where Moselle Romance was spoken, Welschen Ennist, Welschen Rohr in the Swiss canton of Solothurn, Welschen Steinig in the district Ortenau in Baden-Württemberg, Welschnofen in opposition to Deutschnofen, in Alto Adige, Italy. In Welschnofen lived until the 18th century a Latin community, while in Deutschnofen lived a German community. In Walser German, Welsh refers to Italian, Piedmontese in several German exonyms like Welschkohl, Welschkorn, Welschkraut. There is a street in Regensburg named Wallenstrasse, seemingly once inhabited by Italian merchants. In other German places like Duisburg one can find a Welschengasse, or an Welschenkamp, referring to French-speaking inhabitants. In southern Austria, Welsh is a prefix that generally means Italian, e.g. the wine variety Welsch Riesling, common in Styria, Slovenia, Croatia and Hungary. It is often used as a rather sweeping, pejorative word for the nearest people of Latin, Romanic origin. Cowed Welsh is a German word for gibberish and derives from the Proto-Germanic dialect of ch in Switzerland. Welsch, the French spelling of Welsh, refers to an historical Romance dialect in Alsace bordering German-speaking Alsace. Rotwelsh is the language of traveller communities in Germany. See also de Welsh in Dutch, the Belgian region of Wallonia, cf. Dutch Waals, while inland the former island of Walcheren. In most oil languages Walhaz was borrowed and altered by changing the initial W to G, resulting in Gaul, Galwa, Gaulish, French Gauls, Galwa and GT, Italian Gauls, Galles, Wales, Welsh. In Irish, the term Gallis was borrowed into Irish as Gaul. It later became a term for Vikings, and then Anglo-Normans, and later meant English, or generally, foreigner. Several place names, such as Donegal, Moneygall and Fingal, refer to Gaul, and it is not entirely clear which type of foreigner is referred. The term Gaeltacht is used, analogously to Gaeltacht, to refer to English-speaking regions of Ireland. Pennsylvania German. In the Pennsylvania German language, Welsh generally means strange as well as Welsh, and is sometimes, although with a more restricted meaning, compounded with other words. For example, the words in Pennsylvania German for turkey, Bulsh, Welsh honey, and Welsh schinkel, which literally mean French chicken. Welshken is the word for maize and literally translates to French grain. The verb Welsh means to jabber. Yiddish. The Yiddish term welsch or welisċ is used of Jews of Spanish and Italian origins, and in particular of the Hebrew script. Family names. The element also shows up in family names. In Dutch, de Waal, Wyla, Walens, Swalen, Swelsen, but not van der Waals. In English, Welsh, Welch, Walsh, Walch, Wale, Wallace, Wallace, War. In German, Welsh, Welschen, Welsen, Welches, Walsh, Walek, Walch, Wal, Wala, Walan, Walans, Walak, Walker. In Greek, Vlahos. In Hungarian, Ola. In Irish, Magdia Mardigal, Dubhai or Galbriatnach, O Galchobert Makan Galoglai. Jewish Polish Block, a Jewish family name that derives from Polish W. Loki, in Polish, W. Lok, Walik, Wolos, Wolozan, Waliszczyk, Waliszczak, Waliszczuk, Bolik, Bolos. In Romanian Ola, Olahu, Vlah, Vlahu, Valahu, Vlahuta, Vlahovici, Vlahopol, Vlas, Vlasiki, Vlasanus, Vlasianu, Vlas, Vlasku, Slavic, Vlach, Vlah. Historic persons. Ro, Iremia Valahul, Capuchin priests, B. in Zaza, Moldavia, Romania, beatified in 1983. St. Blaise, patron saint of Dubrovnik, an Armenian martyr. Nicolaus Olaus, Archbishop of Esztergom. Other words. The walnut was originally known as the Welsh nut. It came through France and or Italy to Germanic speakers. In Polish or Ichi Włoski translates to Italian nuts.